awesome. I'm not proud to say that today I spent such a ridiculous amount of time trying to figure out the ideal way to summarize this tape for you. Well, I didn't, because it was almost 30-day worth of information and tasks. Normally I would get frustrated with myself that I spent so much time, but I'm not, because this shows commitment, guys, and I'm gonna do this till the end, no matter how good or bad. And let's start now, otherwise I'm gonna be till midnight here. This tape is called Values and Belief, the source of success or failure. Around the first tape I have talked about two of our main driving forces in life, pain and pleasure. To upgrade that understanding now, we have to realize that during all of our lives, all of us have learned to label different levels of pain and pleasure. Those labels are what we call values. There's pleasure values, let's call them, let's say happiness, contribution, affection, love, success, all this kind of stuff, and pain values, which are like depression, self-pity, sadness, angry, jealousy, all this kind of stuff. Not misunderstand means values with ends values. Ends values are what we just mentioned. Means values are like if a person says, if you ask them what's important for you in life and they say like money or family. The thing is, those are just the means for us to feel a certain emotion, like the values we mentioned. Let's say a person wants money, but truly what he wants is freedom, you know, security, all this kind of stuff. So let's not misunderstand the two. It is important to be as aware as possible about this stuff, because all decision making we do in life, it's nothing but value clarification. Also, beliefs determine whether or not we're feeling like we're meeting our values. So also that's very important. But let's just get to the assignment part. You'll get it in a more practical way, what I'm saying right now. There are 6 assignments. He also says that you can just do 2 today and the rest during the week or something. The first one is basically just to determine your own values, what is most important in your life. For me, there are some. There is love, there is growth, contribution, passion, live with passion, success, health, of course, happiness, freedom is also very important for me. Second task is where it starts to get a bit more tricky. He asks you to list those values based on their importance. I'm pretty undecisive, pretty sure I will change this list, and I have to give it much more thought. But for now, these are the most important stuff that I could think of. First, success and growth are very important in this stage of my life, so I put them in the first place. Second is love. It's second because I know that people that I love and that love me are very supporting towards the fact that I want to grow and succeed. Then it's health on the third place. It should be first, because with health, what should we do without it? Fourth is freedom. It's very important. I've quit my job and everything just to have the freedom, so obviously it's important for me. Then it's passion, to live passionately, contribution, to contribute as much to the world. These are the most important stuff for me in my life right now. For the 2 other tasks, he asks you to do all the process again, only this time for things that are most painful in your life, so things that you totally want to avoid. But I do want to put a bit more importance in the 5th task, which is basically around beliefs, and they ask you to think what it would need to happen for you to feel a certain type of emotion. Let's say success. For example, for me, and it's very important to understand this because you might have conflicting rules and it can change your life, honestly. For me, for example, success used to mean all this different stuff. In order for me to feel successful, I needed to do all these tasks that I set daily to do. If I didn't do any one of those, I would feel like I failed. I would need to progress in a certain speed. I would feel successful if I was world champion. I would feel if I had this much money, this, that. I had so many rules in order to feel successful that if I didn't do them, I felt miserable. So I discovered that this was a limiting belief. So I changed it, and it's still a process. But right now, the rules for me to feel successful are A, wake up in the morning, and be healthy, do the normal task that every person can do. That is already a success. I already feel successful if I do that. And 2, growing. If I learn something in a day, no matter what it is, even if I fail on a certain task, but I learn something from it, I feel successful. So just by changing the rules and limiting, making less of them and making it easier for me to succeed has changed, or at least to feel like I succeed, has changed the way I live and the quality of my life. So I think this is very crucial. The 6th task goes around this exactly, which is finding which are limiting beliefs and changing them if possible. Anyway, guys, this is going to be a long process. I will honestly need a lot of energy and time to clarify and act upon these tasks. But hey, if it was easy, then everybody would be successful, right? We gotta hustle. I know this video was long, guys, but believe me, it took me much more effort and time to make this. I honestly just do it because I want to share as much information as I have with the hope that somebody will maybe benefit from this. If you do benefit from it in any way possible, please share it with me. I will be interested and it would motivate me to do more. If you don't think you'll benefit from it, then please share with me what can I do to improve it so that you do benefit from it. Anyway, that's all, guys. Stay awesome as always. I'll see you on the next day. Bye-bye. What you focus on determines what you feel. The questions you ask yourself determine what you focus on. Get it? So in order to control your state, you must be able to control your questions.